Greetings, demons, and welcome to a quick look at the Xerick starter pack. This, of course, being the newest LEGO starter pack. It includes the Xerick outfit with LEGO style and the Prickly's Pumps decor bundle, which includes 13 decor items that only work in LEGO Fortnite, that being both Odyssey and Brick Life. So let's get purchased and check everything out.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
So here we have the Xerick outfit. I'll of course go into a little more detail in a moment in the locker. But that is the standard Fortnite style. And then here we have, if it wants to load, the LEGO style, which I think looks very, very fun. I do like that new or newer style of hairpiece there for the mohawk. Very, very cool, and really does have that kind of cactus look, I suppose. But yeah, overall, pretty cool. And then the Prickly's Pump decor bundle, which the preview of it, oh, we have cactuses. I wasn't actually expecting that. I understood there was going to be the ones that were planted, but that's actually pretty cool. And then kind of like a petrol station. Okay, let's check all this out in the locker. So just to start off, you can see that Xerick is currently wearing Crocs. I'm also going to take off the back bling because that is irrelevant to this. But yeah, he is completely Kicks compatible, and just to see a few different ones, here he is with the Air Jordan 1s, just because I know a lot of people have those. And then, you've already seen the Crocs, so let's go with something that's a little bit more Fortnite original. The Fluffy Buns, why not? Yeah, very cool. He does look pretty good with them, but of course we will look at him without. So, moving on, he does have very much a cowboy aesthetic, which is kind of interesting. We've had a lot of samurai stuff recently, so it's actually quite kind of nice and refreshing to be getting something that's a little bit more based around, you know, something else, a different theme. And yeah, overall, I think this guy looks really good. He would have fit very well into the Hunter season, however many, years ago that was. And overall, I really do like the look. The gloves being, like, at the end of these really fat arms is really funny. The actual shoes there, very, classic cowboy, like, horse rider sort of... I don't know what they're actually called. They have a specific name, but I don't actually remember, with the little blade on the back as well. Pretty cool. We have Xerick and a cactus symbol on the back of the, I guess, leather vest. A giant bandana, of course, and just overall, I think this guy is pretty fun. I'm sure the larger than most head is probably going to cause some issues in terms of visibility, but overall, this guy looks very, very cool, and I'm really happy to now have him. And then here we have the LEGO style in full detail. Not the most detailed skin I've ever seen, but it really does match with the Fortnite style, which I do appreciate. Overall, the level of detail is pretty good, and as I said before, I do quite like the hairpiece. The bandana, obviously a little bit smaller, but they do make up for that with the printing. And just generally a very nice LEGO figure. I would actually be pretty happy to get this one in a set someday, like a physical figure. But, yeah, with that being said, very nice. I do like the pop of yellow on the minifigure especially. Obviously, it is there on the main Fortnite style, but I do quite like this nevertheless. Once again, Xerick and the cactus symbol on the back. Overall, very nice, clean LEGO minifigure that I'm sure plenty of people are going to enjoy. And with, there not really being any disadvantage from having a larger skin, the hair isn't going to really get in the way or anything when you're playing Odyssey or Brick Life, I think this is a very, very nice skin to have. And that leaves us with the Prickly's Pump decor bundle. So checking out this in detail, we do have the Blooming Cactus, Growing Cactus, All Circuit Breaker, All Gas Pump, Potted Scarlet Ball Cactus, Potted Succulents, Prickly's Pump Awning, Rear Bumper Couch, Repurposed Car Planter, Rest Stop Chair, Rest Stop Table, Steel Cactus Statue, and Windmill. And overall, this is a really nice selection of very useful, usable items, especially if you are someone who uses any of the garage prefabs. This is going to really add to that sort of aesthetic, and if you are someone who likes to build in deserts, obviously things like the cactuses are going to be really good for just bringing some life to your area. I really do like this, and even though I'm not someone who builds in deserts generally, I tend to build in more of the grassy areas. I think this is a really cool selection of items that are going to be really, really useful. Zooming in a little bit more just to get a better look at them. I do quite like the car planter there. That one's very nice. And overall, the aesthetic, the green and red really do work. They look very nice. And yeah, the cactus theme in general is very good. But with that being said, there's not really much else to go over. It's a shame that LEGO Fortnite doesn't have any like animated prefabs, because it would be really cool if this windmill rotated. But yeah, beyond that, I think that is everything I actually have to say about it. But with that being said, that is everything for the Xerick starter pack. A very nice, very cheap LEGO starter pack. It would only be made better if it included V-Bucks, of course, but as is, still very, very cool. And I do definitely appreciate a good quality cowboy skin, especially when we're not currently in that theming. I do like a little bit of difference with my different starter packs and whatever else. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it, subscribe now, and turn on the bell so you never miss upload. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but we'll survive. I just wanna take